What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
You might trip, whoops, right off the edge. Yes, I am the fiend, the one with no sleep that creeps in your sheets and crawls up your sleeves. The one who won't leave, you best believe me. You better go and see the one and only. The one and only. The one and only.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, showing the slab in today's game, Aaron Savali. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's towards center. Siri in position. Hauls it in for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. It's been a real struggle for this group. Dead last in the league in hits, so a lot of empty swings and soft contact leads to not much scoring, Chris.
Yeah, could build an I-5 wind farm with this lineup, the way these guys swing and miss. I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, these guys are still professional hitters, but it's just been up and down the lineup this year, just swinging and missing. Clearly, they got to make some adjustments. Major changes are needed because these guys aren't going anywhere. They continue to have the trouble they're having making contact.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty. Righty delivers. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And ball 1.
It's a good take.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses, and the count's full.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So 2 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 2 outs. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Mets leave 1, and now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ballgame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. The wind of the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Lowe gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
The pitch. Stays alive. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball popped up. And it gets by him. Around third. He will score. And the Rays have the lead. 1-0.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Yandy Diaz now in there at the knees for a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
That one down the line, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Headed down the line, and a foul ball. That misses. 1-2 to count. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 1-2. Diaz tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Next offering misses. 3-2 now. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Mauricio. And they put the tag on him for the out. Now it's Randy Arozarena. In the air, right side of the infield. Settles underneath it. Snags it for the second out. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Goes down looking. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. It's the Rays 2 and the Mets nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Savali back to work. Fought off foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Caballero tosses across to first, and a quick out, number 1. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Savali, in his 5th season, he throws a cutter, a slurve, a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Man at first. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Omar Narvaez. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. And there's 2 down.
Batting it, the left fielder,
Starling Marte up to hit. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Acuna off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. That's off the mark. And the count 1-2. Runner on the go. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's the DH, Richie Palacios. And a pitch. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Baden makes the catch. And there's one away. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings and misses.
No ball,
0-2.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground, Baden. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting it, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Jose Caballero. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch, inning over. Rays held in check here, but they're on top 2-0.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a...
And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
Savali back to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And the righty deals. And that one cutting but missing down low. Just misses. It's 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. So now 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Mejia too late.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Gets to it with a slide. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Pete Alonso. He reached out a walk his first time. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Baden at third with 2 away. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. And now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. Mets lead one, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Taylor Walls.
Third baseman.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count even at 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball.
Inside.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that drops foul. The wind and the pitch. The punch out there. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at-bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
And now here is Josh Lowe. Outside corner, there's a strike. Up and in, and the count even 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And it kicks off the bag. Lowe into second, and he's got a double. Wide throw, and it gets away. Good backup, though. He's right there, and no advance.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Rosario stands in now and watches strike 1. Inside, just missed. Line and a base hit into right. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Next one is off the plate, and the count is 1-1. Rosario runs. Pitch misses in. And that's a stolen base, not even close. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 outs.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Randy Arozarena, the next to hit. Flied out his first time. That's to third. Beatty to first. They get the out on a Rosarena. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Back now in Tampa Bay, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
0-2.
And the right-hander deals. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Righty to the plate.
Nope. That's inside.
That one misses. And now it's 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Inside ball 4.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio grounded out his first time.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
At the belt and follows. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Rays leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. And he's already singled in this game. Pinch hitter coming on, Jeff McNeil. Good opportunity for him first and second with nobody out. This one popped up. Rosario in position. And out number 1 on the grab. Omar Narvaez at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Starling Marte. Golden opportunity right here. Check swing, but he went too far, and that is strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
Ripped to short. Sends it across to first, but they cut it to one as the run comes in. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Walked his first time. Up and in, and it's 1-0. And a strike on the outside edge. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. Left-hand batter waits. That one misses. Full count 3-2. Francisco Lindor waits on deck. The Mets down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Staying in the game on defense, Jeff McNeil. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. And now it's Jose Siri. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Palacios stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, left field, down the line. Oh, and a great catch with a somersault finish, and he sticks the landing.
Now batting, catcher,
And now the catcher for the Rays, Francisco Mejia. Grounded out his first time up. Steps on first for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Caballero. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's 4-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And now it's going to be Taylor Walls. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
leading off for the Mets.
Lindor, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Poche, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Armstrong getting loose as well. Walls slings to first. Lindor retired. DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Base is empty, one away. And we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is down low. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. Alonso at the plate now. That's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Move to first. Stewart back on a dive. And he deals. Fouled off. He was late. The next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Wouldn't chase that time. Runner on the goal, and that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
The center fielder, number 9,
And now Kevin Cash. Taj Bradley takes over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Nimmo swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. That misses, and it's 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. So first and second with 2 outs. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ball inside.
Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And another ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And that is the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here at Tropicana Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe. That one fouled off.
Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And out the lefty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the air, left side. Marte going after it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the second baseman.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. This one smoked out to left. Makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
So digging in, Yandy Diaz. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a foul ball. Diaz on at second with 2 down. Line to left and foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive. And a pitch. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, he'll score. It's 5-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on his swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Siri in the box again. Takes a strike. Arozarena on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one not close. The count now 2-2. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hits the fence. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 4. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Palacios in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins.
Line drive, base hit. Around third. He will score. It's 7-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
That one ripped. If one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's 8-2. And now, Jose Caballero.
RBI knock for him last time.
And here comes the Mets. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Joey Lucchesi.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
0-1.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bradley back to work. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Arozarena right there to make the grab. And there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Omar Narvaez. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Marte lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. Outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Foul ball. Right-handed reliever. And that one sliced foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Offense held in check there. 9-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Taylor Walls. In the air, right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple. Back to the top of the lineup. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 10-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one hit to right. Should have this one. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Diaz stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next offering is in for a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 12-2. Rosarena in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Going to count 1-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And here it comes. On the ground to the left. Beatty to first. They get the out on a Rosarena. Jose Siri now at the plate. Into center. Nimmo makes the grab, and there's two gone.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter.
And now the DH, Richie Palacios. 1 for 3. On a line out towards center. Nimmo makes the catch. And that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now around second, going for third. The relay in there safely. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one clips the corner. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to bat to it like he did that time.
DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. Bradley picks over. Lindor back in there. Kicks and fires.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. And another ball. Grounder might be 2. To second for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Ripped on a line. Series makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 7th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Francisco Mejia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Marte makes the play, and there's 1 down. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Taylor Walls digs in now. And that's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
The line to kick the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Tampa. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Here at Tropicana Field. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. And it's fouled away. 1-1 now.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. The 2-2. On the ground. And that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. A little out front as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
That one just misses. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. And that one in the air center field. Siri brings it in with a nice running grab.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Omar Narvaez up now for the Mets. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Arozarena sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Met. Bottom of the 8th at the plate. Josh Lowe. The pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Ahmed Rosario next to hit for the Rays. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. And a pitch. Out towards right center field. Coming on. Can't get there, base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Randy Arozarena next to hit for the Rays. That clips the corner. The Rays up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good eye right there. Center field. Nimmo has it sized up. Nabs it. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th. And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. Hit in the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. And a swing and a miss there.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. And now it's 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the 9th. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
2 outs. Fought off foul. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Bradley is just 1 strike away. Line drive, and that's just foul. The line of the pitch. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Stewart, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one fouled off. The pitch. Lindor the move. Pitch inside. No throw. He's in there safely. Rips that one to right. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take this one in a blowout.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter.